you make up your mind you were going back to the mound?
Well, that's I was teasing with my family. They were texting me last night saying, are you going to throw it from the mound? And they all thought that I was going to bounce it or throw it high. So I had a catch before I came. I'm not going to lie. Had to get my throw down, and I just said, I got to go from the mound if I'm going to do it.
What's it like for you to come back to this area? Obviously, there's not like a ton of hockey players from the local like Robbinsville, Hamilton, Trenton area. You always get a confidence boost whenever you're out there, throwing the first pitch, signing all those autographs.
Yeah, no, it's pretty special. Just I know growing up, I always used to come to these games, look up to these guys, and just to be able to grow the game kind of in any way that I can, because when I was younger, there wasn't obviously a ton of hockey. I remember going to the Trenton Titans games, and that's kind of how I got into it. So. Just for the young kids around that still want to play, there's guys from around here. You just gotta stick with the process and keep playing.
It's a way back machine.
Yeah, that's what I said. Season tickets to Trenton Titans. That's kind of that, and playing roller hockey was kind of how I got into it. So it's pretty cool to see how far I've come.
At what point did you realize that hockey, you had something in hockey?
I obviously love the game, and I love baseball too. My dad was a great baseball player growing up, and I kind of went back and forth. I played baseball and hockey until maybe my junior year of high school, and then I think it was once I went away to prep school in Connecticut, and I started talking to some college schools, and that was when I kind of talked to my family and said, okay, maybe I could actually make a career out of this type of thing, and tried to focus on just that.
Can you talk about what's it like being with Tampa Bay Lightning, winning back-to-back Stanley Cups and this year so far?
Yeah, it's obviously it's a great organization. I'm so thankful to just be a part of that. Such a great city with the fans and the weather. Living in Florida, and at the rink you're playing golf and playing by the pool. So there could be worse places to play. I'm not gonna lie, but just my first couple years have been so amazing. To be a part of the Cup, and then to be in the finals this year was special for me, and I'm just excited for the future. Really.
What can you tell Devils fans about Andre Pietrangelo?
He's a great guy. He's a hard worker. He's one of those guys that can do kind of everything in every situation. For us, especially in the playoffs, if we needed a big hit, a big goal, somebody to kill a penalty or be out there at the end of the game, that's him. So. He's someone who's going to show up every night and kind of give 100%. Mm-hmm. So
you were a young guy there, obviously, in Tampa, and the Devils are a young team. What do you think that Andre Pietrangelo can do to, jumpstart the rebuild a little bit?
Yeah, obviously the Devils are going to have a great team in these next couple of years. They were obviously on the up and up last year, and just a few pieces away. And I think Pally's one of those guys that it'll be good for the younger guys to look up to. I know whenever I was there, he was the first guy on the ice at practice and the last guy off, and you just see that's what it takes to be successsul at that level.
Do you think he can make it in New Jersey?
Yeah, no, I definitely think he will. I think he's going to bring a lot to that team, and he's going to be a great leader of the younger guys.
Were you a Devils fan growing up?
I was a big time Devils fan growing up. So
not anymore though.
No, not anymore. I can't be a fan anymore. But it's always special. Just when we played there this year, I had a bunch of family and friends who would come. And I would say that's the one, date on the calendar I always circle because it means a lot.
It seemed like I saw some Lightning shirts here and stuff. Is that nice to see when you come home? Have you got used to that? When you see Tampa Bay Lightning shirts in New Jersey?
Yeah, it's obviously just so cool when you see your last name on someone's jersey. It just means a lot that, that I can, provide people something to, look forward to and watch. And, obviously, like you said before, there's kids around here that, want to play and want to be a part of it. So for me to be a role model to them in any way I can, that's just kind of what I try and do.
A couple of years ago, Johnny Gaudreau talked pretty candidly about how maybe someday, when he's 35 or whenever, he might want to play in Philadelphia, which is where he's from. Have you ever thought about wearing, the Devils jersey?
That would obviously be so cool. I love obviously being in Tampa right now. As I mentioned before, it's probably one of the better places to play. But I just grew up a Devils fan. I love the Devils. I remember that I think it was the 2012 Cup run. Me and my brother went to every home game, and we were such diehard fans. So if I understand it's a business and whatnot, but down the road, if I could throw it on the sweater one day, I think that'd be awesome.
You talk to Steven Giante a lot?
I did. I think he's a scout now with Tampa, and I remember when we won. It was a funny story. My dad and my brother were in there with me with the cup, and I saw him and we were like honestly like fanboying over him because we were like, man, you were on the Devils and I love that Cup run, and we were so that was a pretty cool moment that we shared together with him.
He told me, he said, it was weird. You just scored the game-winning goal, and he was
I
like,
still remember that exactly, and we were just
this
like,
dude
man,
is talking about a fourth liner.
Exactly, we were talking about that run with him. So it was just something special. I obviously looked up to him and his brother as well, who were both obviously great Devils. So it just was pretty special, and pretty cool moment.
You get Jones in for baseball days when you come to something like this?
Yeah, I mean, I always loved, playing baseball. I think it was just the best part about baseball. You could just, throw some seeds in, stay in the outfield, hit some BP, and hang out with the guys and kind of shoot it around. And, it wasn't a lot of pressure. So I remember always when I played baseball, I always looked forward to it because it kind of took the pressure off of, hockey and stuff like that.
Was it a hard decision to pick one sport over the other?
Not really, no, because I was a lot better at hockey than baseball, but I still miss being able to play because there's a lot of pressure and whatnot that goes into hockey. So I always remember I looked forward to baseball because it was kind of that relief of I could kind of just go out there, have some fun, not
One run is
not have to
earned,
deal with all the pressure.
one run
So I miss it
is
a little bit.
not earned.
All right.
Thanks, Ron.